Today I'm taking a look at the Newington Kiwanis Flea Market in Newington, Connecticut. This flea market's been here since 1992, but I actually just found out about it this year, and this is my first time here. So let's see what we can find. From what I could tell, most of the people selling here are not professional dealers, unlike at Brimfield and Marrier's. It almost felt like a community tag sale or yard sale, and I found that a lot of the prices were extremely low. Not just low, but extremely low. And, you know, of course, that's completely different than at Brimfield and Marrier's, where the prices tend to be extremely high. This flea market's held once a week, with some exceptions, of course. But admission is $1, parking is free, and size-wise, I would consider this small to medium in size. It's probably a little bit bigger than the Granby flea market, but it's maybe a third the size of Marrier's, probably.
What's in that?
It's a like a jack-in-the-box type thing. And now this is going to be one of my longer videos. It's going to be about 45 minutes, and that's because I'm doing a full walkthrough. I'm not skipping really anything at all here. I know that's kind of long, so you know, if it gets too long, just pause it and come back another time and watch the rest. It's that easy. Also, I put up a poll recently asking if you would prefer background music or not in my videos, and the overwhelming response was no background music for flea market videos, so that's why there's no background music. If you prefer it this way, let me know, or if you really want that music back, let me know that as well in the comments. So I always find this funny when people are selling opened bags of adult diapers and other sanitary products. I'm sure those ones haven't been used, but I don't know, that still kind of creeps me out.
Screenshot the picture and then post it to the big flea market. Hello, good morning. There's another person picking up the group.
Yeah.
It's a planter.
Oh, okay.
It had like a little cactus in it.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Everybody keeps looking at it.
Yeah,
Looks underneath it and puts it back down. I'm like, it's a planter. Wow.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I've never seen one of those before.
Yeah, I think it was like something crazy, like, you know, $20 with a
Oh yeah, I'm
little
sure.
cactus in it because it had rogu on it.
$1 is a pretty good price, though. I would expect most flea markets would have this for, I mean, $5–10 minimum. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you like this type of video, please hit the subscribe button. That would help a lot. According to YouTube, only 10% of the people watching my videos are subscribed to my channel. So if I could get that other 90% subscribed, that would be pretty cool.
How you doing?
Good. This guy had a great selection of antique toy trains.
One pair all the time.
That one doesn't, but it works.
This one's newer than
It's
mine.
brandy new.
It's a big old fire truck.
It is.
Mine is like
Looks like it's all that model train stuff. Wow.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, they're like cardboard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, never seen one. Oh, they're wood. They're not
Yeah.
electric.
I'm drinking seltzer water.
Never seen those before.
Good
Hi.
morning.
Now, I know a lot of people want me to get prices on all these things, but if they don't have a price on them, I really can't ask for the price on everything. I think that would just annoy the dealer, especially because I'm not buying everything I'm asking for a price on. So if there's a price on it, I'll try to point it out, but you know, generally speaking, I can't ask for the price on everything.
Those are all about 1920 something.
Oh, wow.
I think to about 1930 something. They're all
Yep.
pre-war.
I mean, I assume they're electric, right?
Yeah, they're old Lionel.
Are these O scale?
No, those are standard gauge.
Oh, S. Okay.
These are O scale here. And I have some tin pre-war O scale stuff
Yeah.
Next time I come, I'll probably bring the
Wow.
pre-war stuff, and this is the post-war stuff
Yeah.
from the late 40s and 50s. This era.
Cool.
This is newer. You could tell by the coupler.
Yeah.
And this is older. You could tell by the coupler. This is from
Oh, okay.
probably the 50s. And I don't have tenders for either of these engines. But when I look at this, I shouldn't have given the tender I gave with the Scout, not knowing that I had that engine. I could have put it.
Yeah.
Unless there's one.
Nice. Nice stuff.
Oh, for our house.
My dad got me into model trains back in the 80s, and he was into model trains when he was a kid back in the 50s and 60s. And I did have model trains up until probably the early 90s, and then, you know, it just becomes too big to move anywhere else because it takes up so much room for a full setup.
1925.
Yeah, it's right here.
But I'll definitely add model trains to the list of things that I would collect if I had unlimited space and income.
Maybe that was in the box. I have a
He also had a nice selection of old
1937
TV guides here from, I think, probably the 80s and 90s. And then most of these magazines here were related to Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, like,
It's a beautiful truck. It's by first gear.
Oh wow. It is beautiful.
And then I have a
Yeah, well, car's not too far if you wanted to go back. A flying pig?
is it?
A flying pig. Oh, yeah. So who remembers Clue, and then more importantly, who remembers VCR games like this? I remember they were pretty popular in like the early to mid 80s, and I know I played one once, and I don't think I ever played one again because it just wasn't that fun, honestly, at least in my opinion. But this one looks to be pretty much complete as far as I can tell. That's obviously not the original tape though, and they're only asking $2 for it, so that's a pretty good price if you're into that and you still have a VCR, and assuming that tape still works as well. But I thought that was pretty cool. I really don't see many of those VCR games for sale anymore.
What? Without you? Oh. Good sign to sit. Good morning.
Good morning. How we doing?
Good, I think.
That's all that counts.
Now this looks like it's from the 1950s just based on the box, but it says made in China on it, and I'm pretty sure this is not an antique. It's definitely made to look like one, but I don't think they were selling stuff, quote, made in China back in the 50s. I'm pretty sure.
I know, now that I've seen it. That's not true. Now that I've seen it, it's
I would say if you're into model trains, this show is for you because there were a lot of vendors here that did have model trains like this.
probably something. Oh, I gotta take because of the artistic.
I'm going to hazard a guess and say this is the wife's table here.
Here's the 5,000.
Now this is the type of pricing I haven't seen since like tag sales or yard sales in the 80s. They had stickers for 25 cents, 75 cents. At most flea markets today, you won't see anything below, minimum a couple dollars. And even that is kind of rare. So I thought that was great to see 25-cent stickers on stuff.
have Lucy glasses.
No.
So, I don't know what they got the next not going because of crazy schedule or what, but. Did you ever look up the Diane Tyler's? No, I haven't been. At least they're back to normal.
What happened to Flea Market? One or two, I forgot.
Nobody there, so I don't know what they got the next not going because of crazy schedule or what, but. Did you ever look up the Diane Tyler's? No, I haven't been.
Morning. Good morning.
That's all right.
It's supposed to be some cool toy. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks almost like maybe Power Rangers or something. Not sure. This green glassware here, this is uranium ware, or uranium glass. It's radioactive, and it actually glows under UV light. Since I filmed this video, I've actually bought a UV light or a black light, and now I can test them to actually verify that it is uranium glass.
How are you?
Good.
Most things are $1.
These?
Yeah, because they're a mix and a match.
Okay, yeah.
But some people came by today. I was looking for that. I had that piece.
Are these Vaseline ware? Where it's the
Depression glass.
Okay, because I know some of them that look like this are actually radioactive.
You know, a lady had some kind of light.
Oh, might have been like a portable Geiger counter.
And
I've seen.
Yeah.
It was actually
But she
probably a
didn't
UV
say
light.
there was anything wrong with them, but I guess maybe that's what it is. Yeah, maybe the whatever they used back
Yeah.
in the day.
Yeah.
And she had it. It was pretty cool.
Jeez. Yeah, I want to get one of those just to test them out. They look like it. They've got that almost fluorescent appearance to them. Yeah. Neat. And his prices were really good, only $1 each. I kind of wish I had bought some of those. Well, that's all.
Let's see this green stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to kick them over.
Those glasses are 25 cents each.
Oh, okay. 25 cents is extremely low for those. These glasses generally go from like $5 to $10 on average, sometimes more. Too bad he only had one that I was interested in, because if he had more like this, I would have bought them all. Yeah. You don't have a quarter, do you?
I think I
don't
do.
carry change.
Oh Oh my goodness.
Remember these?
Yeah, great.
1976.
Those games are $2 each. I think they're from the 80s. I don't think they're real old.
Yeah, this one says 76 on it, actually. Yeah. Neat. Like those. I'm sure we had some like those.
Oh, this is all yours, huh? Jesus Christ, how do you do it? Don't know. Normally I do it by myself, but today my father wanted to bring some of his stuff out. So, now, 6 tables is his, and the other is mine. So all the tables go in that later. In the van and on the roof. 16 tables.
These games were priced just a little bit too high. I think he had most of them at about $10, which isn't bad, but they generally go for maybe $5 or so, or even less if you find them at Goodwill. Hey, but can this go in your purse, you think?
I was going to ask you, did you want me to hold that for you?
Thanks.
So what do you go on your own? Then jump in the glitch. Find a spot. Yeah. Like going to the country, they only pay $15 because they only take 2 spots. My spot is 30 because I got double of what they take. Then you got that box truck. He's paying about $45, $50, if not more, because he got that extra large spot. What are you gonna do? You have to register with the town or something? No. Are you sure? Find somebody that does it.
Oh, see this? A bacon bowl? A bowl made out of bacon?
Oh, that is too funny.
This is the type of stuff you would see on TV for sale in the 90s, like the bacon wave, which was just a thing to microwave bacon. And I like bacon to be really crispy, and there's no way you're getting crispy bacon in a microwave. It's just not happening. And a bacon bowl, I don't know. I've never had a desire to have a bowl made out of bacon, personally. How about you?
Like anyone else, but as you can tell, I want bigger and bigger. I'm not going any bigger because unless I get a bigger man. Yeah, that's for sure.
Christmas pooches.
Dogs
with
Yeah.
wreaths around their necks.
Morning.
Hey.
Hello.
Today's our first day back. We went to the last Sunday of October.
Oh, okay, great.
That all depends on the weather too.
Yeah.
If it rains heavily, we don't show up.
No. I think it's going to hold today.
No, today, well, hopefully it will last till we all pack up and go home, and then they can do whatever.
There you
Yeah.
go.
But there was talk about rain this afternoon.
Is that right?
Yes. As long as it holds up till late afternoon, I'm happy.
That's right.
I don't like packing up in the rain.
No, I don't blame
But
you.
then again, I'm not worried. Look at all my kids.
Good.
I got 7 of them today.
I like this red suitcase here. It's very old school. This is probably 70s to mid 80s, I'm guessing. And I used to have one like it that I used up until probably the early 2000s. And I remember at the airport, it looked totally out of place next to all the modern luggage. Oh.
Somebody's telling me that might be a Navy phone.
Yeah, I don't know, or like some sort of emergency.
I think it's more like a
call box.
factory phone, maybe, or you know, something.
Yeah,
like that.
definitely something like an emergency type phone, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Pretty heavy though.
Yeah, You don't see those too
So
often.
Must have been something for outside.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm not sure if all the pieces are on any of these games,
Yeah.
if they're all complete or not. But they're all, they're probably from the 70s.
Yeah, I think this says 69 on it.
Yeah. They're from my son-in-law's grandmother's house. So
Oh.
his father's my age, so probably.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking anyway.
Yeah, I never heard of any of those games
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. This one came with football cards, and everybody got the
Yeah, I probably took the
cards, and
cards.
took the cards and used the cards and didn't play the
Jeez.
game.
Yeah.
So if you find one with cards, it's very
Yeah, the cards are
very
probably
rare,
worth more than the
yeah.
game itself.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of old Happy Meal toys.
Thing on the tables is $1 each.
Probably not that old, maybe from the 90s or 2000s at the latest.
Some people think the display stop. They must have.
How you doing? Hey.
Alrighty, thank you.
If you have little bag, no?
I do not.
No? Okay.
I wish I
We're
did.
first timers here, so
More Happy Meal toys and a whole lot of Beanie Babies. I don't know if too many people actually collect Beanie Babies anymore, but I know they still try to sell them. I just don't see anybody buying them. So let me know, are any of those Beanie Babies in there worth anything? Probably not. Hey.
If you like that author, she's got more of those authors in that tub there. That Arlen.
Harlan Coben, where's
Yeah.
that?
That
Right there.
tub
This
there.
Dennis the Menace
I saw
comic was
somebody
pretty
just pull
cool.
it
I
out.
think it said it was from like
Normally it's water, so
1972,
there
and
might
I'm
be
pretty
more in
sure
there.
it was a reprint. Probably reprinting one of the comics from the 50s. And who remembers that back cover on the comic books? I think that was on back covers for probably at least 10 years. And even though a lot of these items didn't really interest me that much, again, the prices were pretty amazing. This was $2. Those magazines are $1. There's no way they would be going for that little at Brimfield, for example.
Hello, guys.
Bill Cosby on fatherhood.
Yeah.
Everything's negotiable.
that's uranium glass.
Is
I
that a
tested
dog?
it with a black light.
Is it bark?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't go crazy. Look at the price. 12.6. But it's very desirable. I took a $20 piece.
Mm.
I've been doing glass for years. I try to stay away from it, but if I see a piece
Yeah,
I
right.
like, my hand goes up. Yeah, those are oldies.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, the old Holiday Inn, Holiday Johnson, Holiday Inn. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, probably
Dollar work
60s.
for you?
Yeah, dollar's good. Back in the 90s, I used to have a huge collection of matchbooks, probably a couple hundred, and for the life of me, I have no idea where they went. I kind of think they might have gone in the attic, which was probably a bad idea because they probably could have set the house on fire. But when we cleaned out the attic, I don't know, 15 years ago, they weren't there. So I kind of wish I had them. Some of them might have been worth something. I think they went back to the 50s or 60s, a lot of them.
I had to call the company,
Oh, well.
actually. They don't have any body lotions at all in the back oils until the end of the year. It's crazy.
Really?
Yes.
Because I have an apron.
I love the idea of model kits, but I'm just not good at them. I remember I tried to build one once, and it didn't go anywhere. It was just too hard for me. Of course, I was probably 10 at the time, and I never tried again. But I think if I had a lot of free time, I might try building a model again. Maybe when I retire.
Actually, I just sold two of them without sold two. So I don't know if Ava can send them to me.
Card.
Yeah, the Buick. I see it. I had what do you call it? I had a 64 F85 old.
Yeah, I had a 65 F85.
And it was it had a Buick, V6.
Old 330.
She's right.
That was a good model. 330.
She's right.
Ultra high compression.
Well, honey.
Now that we know about
I think
this,
it did. It said
you can
something
be like,
like,
guess what? What's up?
They made two different.
We're getting rid of all this crap.
I did a bunch of
Fire or something. It said
The
set
second
fire.
rocket fire.
Yeah, it said something. Those are good ones.
Yeah.
That car was white with red interior. So was mine. Was it a two-door? Mine was a two-door. My buddy bought it. My buddy in Meriden, he bought it. He was going to cut it up and make a race car out of it. And he said he bought it in upstate New York. The motor was so tight, overset flat like that. I forget what size motor. It was a weird size motor. No, it was definitely a Buick motor. It was definitely a Buick.
Now, like I said, I generally don't buy model kits, but this one I had to buy because of the 87 Buick GNX, which is basically Grand National Experimental, which is the high-end version of the Buick Grand National, which is itself a high-end version of the Buick Regal. And I actually had an 86 Buick Regal, so this is very nostalgic to me. How much are you asking on this one?
15.
15?
My buddy, the guy who's in R&M's build, he was in Hartford down the street from me, so I said, hey,
Yeah, it looks like it.
my Oldsmobile for me? He's like,
Would you take 10?
well, like, he goes, how about 12? I'm
12?
really not busy.
Yeah.
They're so close, but so far away. To put the stuff in. 10 feet away.
It smells trash.
It's in something.
Oh.
Oh, from that dumpster.
Bodie's enough to worry about, right?
Come on, Bo, you're all done. And it's funny, it was him. He had 2 teeth pulled, and you think I'm going to open his mouth and find out where it is? The vet came out and he goes, we're not going near his mouth till we knock him out. And then if we have to, we'll take the tooth. He had 2 teeth. That knows him.
Oh, who's your husband?
It doesn't end.
Now, I don't mean this in an insulting way, but this pottery here reminds me of the stuff we would make in art class back in elementary school. Tell me I'm wrong. Can't argue with the price, though. I love old video games from the 90s, especially big box games like this. And this was basically almost every version of Myst and its sequels. And I was very pleasantly surprised by the price she offered. Hi, how much are the video games, the computer games, Myst and whatnot? Yeah, how much for all of them? $10 for all? All right, I'll take them. I think I'm gonna have to go back to the car though to unload all this.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going back to the car.
I think so.
I don't know.
Everybody here's got to remember the old commercials for the blue blocker sunglasses and, you know, its various versions like this. Makes everything look yellow.
Yeah, hold that one. I'm gonna get one.
Not sure if they actually work. Might make things clearer, maybe, but I don't think I'd want everything to be yellow.
Thank you.
I was doing the same thing you did.
Well, don't mind the stores at the once. We're doing a remodel.
This is an Xbox controller with a keyboard on it. I have never seen one of those before. If it had the back cover for it, I would have bought it. I've always got to know what's in the box. This guy had a ton of fire department related items. I think those canisters in front are some sort of fire extinguisher. Pretty sure. And these, I'm really not sure what these are. They seem to be made out of plastic. So I don't know if it's some sort of like trading card type thing or what. I just don't know.
Hi, the dresses up top are kitchen towels and hand towels.
Okay.
And my little couches are tissue box covers. They cover a 120, 160, and 175 count tissue box.
Wow.
Very cute.
Thank you.
Of course, the baseball cards are from the worst era ever, the late 80s, early 90s. I'm sure there's no star cards in there, so those are, I hate to say it, pretty much worthless. And this always makes me sad when somebody's selling an old yearbook. I always think these should be with the family, because I'm sure the guy that owned this has probably passed away, most likely, or if not, extremely elderly. But it just seems like, you know, the family would want that. But I guess not.
freaking garbage for God's sake. They would do. So, how many tissues my patients give me, I
These TV dinner trays here are probably from about 1992, which is when
Those are
Batman
nice.
Returns came out.
Yeah.
They open up just right
And
to
if,
sit on
you know,
the
they're a little bit beat up, so
Neat.
I wasn't interested, but they're still kind of cool. And if you didn't know it, Michael Keaton is coming back playing Batman in next year's The Flash movie, believe it or not. That should be pretty exciting.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Now, these glasses here at $5 each are a bit more than that other guy who's selling them for 25 cents. But these Star Wars glasses here, these are from about 1980, from The Empire Strikes Back when it came out. And they're selling minimum $10 each now. But a lot of times I'm seeing them for over $20, which might be a little bit overpriced. But if I wanted to sell these, I could sell these probably for 60 bucks for the three of them that I ended up buying.
I'll take these 3 Star Wars glasses here.
You know what? I went over.
Close to the wall. Okay.
It lights up. I know.
It's a nice bag there.
Oh, yeah. Here's some more bags.
G.I. Joe's.
Hi.
Hi.
Vietnam Wall. I'll be back. Yeah. Both come.
Says Collectibles.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for now?
I came to give you a message.
Yeah.
Make a list of all your stock numbers, your first year trucks if you can.
Thank you.
And give it to me because in all that stuff I forgot all about it. I got a ton of it.
I didn't realize that.
Oh, I'm not.
I don't know. Book of 21 Tricks and Clues.
Yeah. And I might have some you need.
Oh, it's one of those flippy things where you, I don't know, magic trick type thing.
Even the first year with the stock numbers. If you give me the stock numbers you have, I'll look to see if I have any on. And I tell them the same thing.
Well, the one that I sold them for $5, I paid $150 for it. Nobody's gonna come here and spend $150.
Oh, and there's the first Hess trucks of the day. You can't have a flea market without a Hess truck, so I'm glad we finally found some.
Hi folks, how are you today?
Because it
Hi,
just
good.
wouldn't have been the same without them.
Yeah, I actually have.
Remember, Graham had these in the
Oh,
bathroom.
yes.
They cover up the toilet paper.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
I think so. Isn't that what they are?
That one's just.
They look like it.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, you just stick the legs down in.
Yeah.
Those are all handmade.
Yeah.
So in case you didn't know, those dolls go on top of a roll of toilet paper, and it makes the toilet paper look like it's a doll standing up, which my grandmother had a ton of those, you know, when I was growing up back in the 80s. I don't know what the attraction is, but hey, it's a thing.
I think that's the same size.
Morning. Hey.
Thought this was pretty cool. This is an old Stanley Tools catalog from 1958, and it's really fun to look through these, I think, looking at the old tools, what they would cost back then, and you know, they're all hand-drawn. It's pretty interesting.
$5?
It's dated.
Yeah, I saw it 1958, looks like.
I used to have an old Sears catalog, I think from like 1910 or something like that, and that was always fun to look through because you'd see things for sale like a kitchen sink was like $5 or something, just crazy prices. No idea what I did with that though.
Up down, and she's locking the doors.
Oh, okay.
That was
Okay.
That was
That's real classy.
Yeah.
That's,
You got the top down, you're locking your doors, pushing the buttons on the doors.
I gotta remember that.
I'm like, what's wrong with this lady? I remember it was a yellow Volkswagen type with the top down.
Thank you.
The old bug, huh?
Talk about brains. They said trains when she came by with her.
Yeah.
The doctor was like, this is already 50 something. But yeah, I know, I'll lock it up. I know that.
I was kind of interested in this old radio here, but I noticed that the knobs on the front were actually starting to rust. And that's kind of that's a no-go for me, any rust like that.
Now we got it.
Let it go play, let's not go, let's go play.
$2,000. Don't even have a lock on it. I would buy it. If this is gold, I don't care about the class. I'm buying it. Okay? I give you $5 for it. If it be gold.
Now, here's a word of caution. Anytime you're picking up something metal, make sure you're not going to cut yourself like I just did. That was razor sharp. Luckily, it wasn't too bad. It was just like a bad paper cut, and I'm still alive, so I guess I didn't get tetanus from it.
You got a cut?
Yeah. It's all right. I got my tetanus shot recently. So.
And of course, the baseball cards are from the late 80s, early 90s. No surprise.
A bunch of things about it that lead me to think that it was dumped there.
and left. Door locks are open. And bunch of clothing. Look at it, moving in and out of it.
Just noticing it now, that green glass there that looks like a hen, I think that is most likely uranium glass. And if I were there today, I probably would have bought that. Because I'm trying to set up a little display with all this fluorescent glassware. I think that would be kind of cool.
Day part 5. So when I collected the papers, when I saw it, I started laughing. Man, I laughed. And Mr. Bradley, remember him?
I know the name. I know the name.
He made me see after school. Man, I was pissed to be tired. Day part 5.
So there you have it. That is the Newington Kiwanis Flea Market in Newington, Connecticut. Again, this is my first time here. I would say it was a good flea market. Not the best, but it's pretty good, especially for the price. You know, it's only $1 to get in, free parking. So if you're in the area, definitely stop by. It's pretty much every weekend, from what I can tell, up through the end of October, according to that guy. So yeah, come on out. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you like. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. That would be super awesome because according to YouTube, only about 10% of the people watching are actually subscribed. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
I guess that's it.
Just go right out here.
Might be the one day